Good morning, Reading Elementary. Welcome to Thursday, October 10th. Everyone should be in class ready for instruction to begin. Mrs. Henry, good morning.
Good morning.
Mr. Floyd, good morning.
Good morning.
And I can't help but notice we have some other people here with us today, Mr. Floyd.
Good-looking guest behind us this morning.
With
some incredible posture.
yes. I need to hunch down a little bit more so these guys
Stand a little
We
taller
see
here.
us?
so they
Yeah,
we can see
there we
you.
go.
And we have with us 10 kindergarten and first grade students that have named leaders of the month. Mr. Floyd, let's start with first grade. And, well, I threw you for a loop. Let's start with kindergarten and let's roll through these guys.
This from Mrs. Moffitt's class. We have Gail Juarez Caballero. This is Mrs. Moffett had this to say about
Gail.
anyway.
Wave, Gail.
Okay.
Wave. There he is.
Gail is always willing to help others. He pays close attention to those around him and is always willing to be a friend. Gail tries his very best in class and is a very good active listener. Even when asked to try again, Gail always gives his best with much success. Gail accepts responsibility for his own actions and is a fantastic member of our kindergarten classroom.
That's awesome.
Well done. Well done. I have for Mrs. Smith's room, Catherine, you got to help me with your last name. Catherine Rozan. Catherine Rozan. Catherine is a leader in our classroom in all areas. I can always count on her to model expected behavior. She always thinks of others and includes everyone. Catherine is a true Reading leader. And make sure you wave at the camera, Catherine. Good job. Journey. Yep.
All right, I've got Journey Marks from Mrs. Unterseer's class. Journey is an amazing friend and is always willing to include others. She shares her sweet smile and positive outlook with everyone. We love her spirit and can always count on her to help others feel loved. Keep being you, Journey, and dream big.
From Mrs. Tiss's classroom, Mateo. There's Mr. Mateo. All right, Mateo is a friend to everyone in our classroom. He is always respectful and kind to all adults and his classmates. Mateo is a great example of a Reading leader. Stingers up, Mateo.
Ooh, I like that. Stingers up. And last but not least, in kindergarten, Mr. Cooper Schrader from Mr. Sunbury's room. Cooper is a good friend to all of his classmates. He enjoys spending time with his friends. He is patient, a good listener, and a hard worker. All right. First grade.
All right, I've got Miss Hannah Atkins from Miss Nolting's class. Run away, Hannah. Hannah shows respect, responsibility, and leadership every day in my classroom. She guides those around her by her words and actions. She always gets things done on time and gives her best effort. Her big heart and friendly spirit lifts others up and shows the characteristics of a Reading leader. I am so proud of you, Hannah.
All right, from Mrs. Murphy's first grade classroom, we have Castile Ritchie. Castile right there on the end. Give the camera a wave so we know which. There he is. All right. Castile is great at building positive relationships. Castile is new to Reading this year, and from day one, he has been a great friend to others. He was helpful to someone who was nervous at the beginning of the year, and now they are best buds. He is a hard worker, helpful, and encouraging to others. He lives out the Reading motto. Castile, welcome to Reading, and we appreciate your leadership and your incredible posture.
Okay. And his grandmother likes to tease me for the way I say his name, so I'm going to try to make sure I say it with the proper pronunciation. Callan
Yeah, there you go.
Stanfield from Mrs. McIntyre's room. Or Callan, how I like to say it. He is always willing to help out other students. He's always positive and very hardworking. I can depend on Callan to do the right thing. He is a true Reading leader. High five, air five.
So Cal.
Oh, me.
Yep,
Sorry.
Just
Playing along.
thrown off by that. I'm sorry.
All right. Brantley O'Neill from Mrs. Keel's class. You want to wave, Brantley? There you
There
go.
it is.
Brantley is very kind to me and his classmates. He comes to school prepared and is always doing what is expected. He is responsible and respectful. He always has a smile on his face and comes each day ready to learn.
All right, and the last student in our first grade group from Miss Bob's class, Tucker Gregory. There's our man Tucker right there. Tucker brings a happy face and lots of enthusiasm to our classroom each day. He always has something useful and interesting to add to our class discussions. He works hard to be a great student and is helpful to his friends. I am so proud of Tucker every day because he is working to be a responsible, respectful Reading leader.
Man,
Great group.
great group. These guys have formed wonderful relationships throughout the building. I know I've had a lot of kids come up to me lately and say, Mr. Bush, I want to be on the morning announcements. I want to be a leader of the month. So it's your time to shine if you're listening out there. This month, we're going through the different letters of dream big. Okay, so the first month, we were focusing on kids who are dreaming it and doing it. This month, we focused on kids who are forming wonderful relationships, both in their classroom and outside of their classroom. Okay, today, this month, we are going to start looking for students who live excellence. Excellence lives here, where they do everything the right way, where they work hard and they hold themselves to a very high standard that our Reading leaders need to hold themselves to every day. Just like these kids right up here, they're working on it right now. They're like, who is excellent in our class? They're going to be next. Mr. Floyd, tell me an excellent joke this morning.
An excellent joke came from Miss Bob that she sent to me that I think they may have been discussing in the classroom.
It's gotta be good if it's
It is a good one. I'll have to make sure, because part of it is how I pronounce it. So,
Oh, okay.
all right.
Okay, you guys
First
ready?
grade and kindergarten leaders. We'll see if you can get the correct answer here. Now, I know, Callan, don't fret. Now,
He
Tucker,
gets a lot
you're
of
from Miss
pressure.
Bob's class. If you know the answer, don't
give it away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Here
We don't know the joke yet.
What do you put on a car when the tire's flat?
A new tire?
A what?
A new tire?
A new tire, yes. That one, you know what that's called?
Spare.
A spare.
There you go. So the answer, asparagus. Asparagus. Asparagus.
I guess. Oh, I get
Yeah.
it.
So she said
Oh,
that.
I guess.
Asparagus.
Asparagus.
I guess. I
Yeah.
hear it now.
That's
The
cute.
other one that Miss Bob said, what do you
That's cute.
call an exhausted dinosaur?
A tire.
A
A tiger.
dino snore. Callan, your face says it all.
Mhm.
I love it.
That's pretty good.
All right,
All
Mrs.
right.
Henry.
I
I'm gonna
like
try to follow that up with a
Yeah.
good lunch today. Ooh,
asparagus.
beef festata. I don't know.
Sounds like a party
Yeah.
on a plate.
I know it. Lettuce and sour cream, refried beans and cheese, veggies, fruits, and milk. Not
All right.
bad. That sounds good.
I'm in.
Couple Hornet birthdays today. Jordan Mays and Lucas Arno have birthdays today.
Okay.
So happy
birthday,
birthday to
guys.
those guys. That's all I got.
All right. Let's say that Reading motto together. You guys ready back there? I am respectful. I am responsible. I am a Reading leader. Please stand and join us for the Pledge of Allegiance and the moment of silence. Somebody's got to help me out here. Help me out.
Oh, boy, Tucker.
Thanks.
There you go.
Thanks.
All right. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, kindergarten and first grade leaders, go ahead and give a wave to our studio audience and in-school audience. Have a great Thursday, everybody.
Now can we go
All right,
there?
nope,
No,
we
we
gotta
gotta
get the
get a
picture.
Oh.
Let's see, where are we gonna go?
I couldn't find the icon.